Hello and welcome back to The Elegant Life. If you are sick and tired of the overly restrictive and complicated diets out there, and you would like to learn the most simple and effective way to getting your weight down to the most authentic version of you, then keep watching. Now, before I get into the 5 things that spiritual, elegant women know around weight loss and keeping it off, I'd love it if you would subscribe and like this video, because I'm all about teaching simple, effective, and feminine solutions to complex women problems. We do things very differently than men. That's why everything we've been taught has not worked. So let's get into what does work. Now, in my own personal situation, when I was younger, I never really thought about food and never even thought about diets and things like that. But as I grew older, a lot changed in my life. A lot of stuff became more stressful. I went through different traumas in my life. I had 4 pregnancies. I had a lot more stress, a lot more responsibility. There was a lot of things going on in my life. And so all of a sudden, this weight issue became a reality for me. I looked in the mirror and I did not recognize myself. Now, why is that such an issue? I want to say this really clearly to you before I go on to any tip. When I speak of weight loss, what I'm actually referring to is releasing excess energy that is not in harmony with the most authentic version of who you are. There is a weight that your body will go down to and then stick to. It will not keep going down. It is not about society telling you that you have to be this number and then, okay, you try your hardest until you get that. It is not that. Everything I teach is about helping you become the most authentic version of you, because when you want to be this authentic weight because it is going to allow you to be, do, and enjoy everything that your soul was created to do, be, and enjoy when it was created in the first place, okay? So please know that that is what I'm talking about. All right, now that we've got that disclaimer out there, let's dive into the 5 principles that spiritual, elegant women know and practice. All right, principle number 1 is calories do matter. Now, I know there is so much conflicting advice, and Lord knows when I was trying to get 50 pounds off my small, petite body, I was so confused with all of the different diets, and I tried so many of them, okay? And what I remembered in the very end was what I learned in France. It's all about eating elegant portions. That's what I've coined them. Our body needs a certain amount of energy, and food gives us energy and also the nutrients that it requires to operate on an optimal level. Okay, so let me say that again. Your body requires an optimal amount of energy and nutrients to function. Anything more than what it requires is going to start putting excess energy on you. That's why I say it like I do. Calories do matter, but if you focus on elegant portions, you will be eating that just enough for your body. And isn't it beautiful that the body actually has many ways to help us know what an ideal portion is for us? You're bigger than me, you're taller than me, maybe you're shorter than me, maybe you're more petite than me. Oh, we're so different and unique. So my body says that a portion of fruit or of carbohydrates or of any kind of vegetable is like my fist. Anything more than my fist would be too much for my body. It's beautiful. You look at the palm of your hand. For my body, the palm of my hand shows the exact amount of protein that I need for my body. So just portioning out your food like this will keep you balanced. Now, I'm going to get into some other things later, but I want you to look at your hand and start noticing, are you eating more than this for your body? That's what you want to look into. Now, in my Elegant Art to Feminine Confidence program, I take the ladies through exactly how to know how each nutrient they can use their body as a guide to how much at each meal they need. And that's all they need. Every time they sit down to eat, they're keeping these elegant portions in mind. And that's why so many of them have just naturally started to release the excess energy. The second elegant principle is that quality matters. Now, just don't click away yet because I have a different spin on this. Why does quality matter? Is it simply about the nutrient value in something? I know that if you're here, you're a spiritual woman. Okay? If I tell you that you eating these foods that are in their whole state will actually increase your energetic vibration, wouldn't you want to eat more of those instead of low, dead vibration foods? High vibration allows you to be able to manifest easier. It allows you to do and enjoy things easier. It allows you to follow divine guidance and go out there and do what you want to do because you have a healthy, vibrant body, right? Who can do these things easily and effortlessly. So choose foods that are from the divine. They are in their whole state. And the other thing is that all of these foods are perfectly created. Fruits, vegetables, beans, they have fiber, they have carbohydrates, they have fat, and they have protein in them. Complete. And so that is why you want to really start ingesting these beautiful foods that were consciously created from the divine and gifted to you to eat. Now, does this mean we have to be perfect? 100% not. I definitely am not perfect, but I will tell you that probably 90% of the time, I will consciously choose the most high vibration option because I love my body. I have reverence for my body, and that is what I want to offer you as a very high suggestion to do for yourself. It will allow you to do all the things that you want to do in life, to enjoy life the way you want to enjoy it, and to be and feel like that youthful, vital, energetic woman that I know you do want to be. And choosing high quality foods over low quality foods is the way to go. There are so many shoulds in today's society. There always have been. You should not eat meat. You should eat meat. You shouldn't do this. You should do this. You're better if you do this. You're not good if you do this. I'm saying X that, cancel that right now. Just like every one of our thumbprints is unique, our body is absolutely unique too. And our body changes throughout life and requires different things at different times in your life. So take all the rules out and do what a spiritual, divine feminine woman does. She goes into her body and she asks it for guidance. And she watches her body. She's very in tune with her body. For example, let's say one day you eat eggs, parsley, feta cheese, and a coffee for breakfast. Okay? Feels pretty good. 20 minutes later, you feel hungry. That's telling you that something was missing. Then you go back and you say, okay, what didn't I have? Ooh, let me try adding a little bit of a carbohydrate. Let's check that. So the next morning you try that and you see 20 minutes after you eat, how does my body feel? I don't feel hungry, but I feel like my energy has kind of gone down. Ooh, okay, now what's that about? And you play around and you try and you listen to your body. And then you might find that every time you eat eggs, your energy goes down. So the next day you have a breakfast and you have the toast. You have feta cheese and parsley, but this time you have it with maybe some beans. Like you cook up some beans or you make tofu scramble. Have that, watch it, 20 minutes after. Wow, I feel perfect. That is your signal. You feel just right, not too full, not hungry, and your energy level's not going down. For you, that's a great breakfast. And look at all the different components that were in that breakfast. Now, for some of you, having any carbohydrates will make you feel low after 20 minutes. Tune in. You are unique. And in different stages of your life, you will find that maybe some things don't work the same for your body as they once did. I have gone through multiple things. When I was pregnant with my son, I could have been on the caveman diet. All I wanted was meat, and it better be fatty meat. Like I would just chow down and almost get shaky if I didn't have it, okay? Then I went through a period of time when I went back to being a vegetarian. And then I realized, something in here is not working, and I started to feel extremely nauseous, and I went to straight vegan. And I was vegan, plant-based for years, and I felt incredible. Incredible. I was able to keep my weight at a beautiful weight that I felt great at. My energy levels were amazing. My health was never better. I was not getting sick like I always was. I found the Holy Grail. And then 49 came around, my age, 49, and something changed. Something changed. My hormones were going weird. I was getting a little bit of hot flashes. A different stage in my life. So you have to really always use your body as a guide. The one thing you want to pay attention to is what I just spoke about, right? Whole foods matter. They do make you feel best, and always focus on the majority of your plate being those foods, because they have the carbs, they have the proteins, they have the fats in them. Yes, even vegetables have fats in them, and they have tremendous amounts of fiber. Yet for your body, you might go to a stage where you need an increasing amount of protein. And that's sort of where I am now. So really, really go inside and trust that you are unique, and your body needs something different than what everybody else needs. So I'd love to know in the comments below, have you noticed that different stages in your life, you've kind of leaned towards different foods and you've changed? I'd love to know this because I've seen this in my own life. Okay, the fourth elegant principle is this: movement matters. Movement really matters. And this was really brought home to me when I lived in France. I always wondered, how can they be eating these things? And I'm gaining weight, but they're all slim. What was the difference? I was sitting around too much until I started to become aware that they were moving more than me. So I started to go out for long walks with the mother who I was living with, and I started to go on long family walks with the family, and I started to notice that things were changing. Movement truly does matter, and you do not have to do this tremendous, hard, intense workout. You simply need to move your body every single day. And why spiritual, elegant women know this and practice this is for multiple reasons. But let me give you the two most important ones. One, we know just based on how our body was created, literally created, it was created by the divine to move. And so if it was created to move, wouldn't it make sense that that's what the divine wanted us to do? Move. Now, what is another intense point is that it's very beautiful that movement is the thing that keeps energy flowing, keeps us vital, makes us feel the life force within us moving. And it also helps all of the systems of your body do their job at the optimal level. What I always recommend is at least something that gets your heart rate up and that you move all parts of your body. The other thing I recommend is like we divine feminine women do, we tune into our body. So you tune in and you say, how would you like to move today? And sometimes it might be where you have long stretches of your body just wanting to walk for 30 minutes out in nature. Then it might feel like it wants to do a little Zumba. Oh, maybe there's some trapped energy in your abdomen and your body knows that. And so it wants to release that by doing Zumba, which is very specialized in that area. But you choose, is it going to be the yoga? Is it going to be Pilates? Is it going to be Zumba? Is it going to be walking? Is it going to be throwing on some amazing music and just dancing your heart out? Movement is the thing that matters. It will allow your systems to do what they do. It will help release any of that excess energy that is on your body that doesn't need to be there. Your body doesn't want it on there anymore because that's not its authentic self. It just helps the whole process. So if you take it away from, oh, I've got to do 20 minutes of exercise, or oh, I've got to go to the gym. This is outside society. Spiritual, elegant women, we do it from the spiritual, divine, feminine perspective. And I'll tell you, when you do this, everything changes. And the final principle that spiritual, elegant women know and practice is to savor your food. Now, there are multiple ways to do this, and I always go back to my days of living in France that taught me so much. And it makes a difference. When you have a certain perspective about food and what the experience is that you want to have, and it is one of wanting to savor it, you don't just slap your food on your plate and sit down in the front of the TV. Elegant women savor the experience of eating food. Now, I'm not telling you that you can never eat in front of the TV and enjoy your favorite show. There's no rules like this, but here's a couple of ways that are very simple and easy for you to actually savor your food. Number one, there is a beautiful thing in research that shows that slowing down and chewing your food, they say 30 to 50 times, but Lord knows I've tried and that is really impossible. But just actually making a conscious effort to at least 10 to 20 times chew your food, that would make you feel more elegant rather than, just the action of it is different, right? So think, I am an elegant woman. I am savoring my food. I'm going to chew this at least 10 times. At least, okay? It helps your digestion. It helps you slow down. It helps you enjoy the food, not inhale the food. The second thing that I always say, even before you start enjoying the food, is to beautify and Frenchify your plate. Create a beautiful plate. Engage your senses, right? Looking at a beautiful plate will just inspire you to want to eat it in a different way rather than someone slopping a bunch of things on your plate and you just go, here you go, here's dinner. No, make it beautiful. What my husband learned when he worked at a hotel once was to put rice in a little bowl and then flip the bowl onto a plate and you've got this beautiful little mound. And then what we do is chop up some parsley and put it on there. Or if you're having an Asian meal, sprinkle on some sesame seeds or some chopped shallots or green onions. Beautify and Frenchify your plate. The third way you can savor your food is to savor special foods on special days. It sounds simple, but Lord knows I learned this lesson big time when I actually lived in France. I kept wondering, why was I consistently gaining weight when I was eating the same things as the French? I actually even lived with a French family. So I thought, I'm eating the same things they are. How come I'm gaining weight? Was I really? Throughout the week, I was enjoying a chocolate eclair 3 times a week maybe, and I was doubling up on the amount of baguette that we were eating at the end of the meal. After every single dinner, I was having more and more cheese, whereas they would have 2 little rounds of the baguette and cheese, and then they would stop. The father would just politely ask, does anyone else want some more? And I would constantly put my hand up. So I was not savoring that moment. Oh, this is baguette and fromage time. Let me have the baguette and the fromage maybe 2 times. Let me just enjoy that experience. and then let it finish. Then they were only having that beautiful eclair or the other delicacies from the patisserie on Sunday. They had a routine and a ritual around it. I lived with a family who had 3 boys, and so every Sunday, one of the boys would go with the father to the patisserie and come back with a box of surprises, and we all got excited to see what did they bring for us to enjoy. Then we would actually cut them up and savor them and just enjoy a little bit of each. You see, this is the relationship you want to have. So if you truly want to live like the inspirations that I know that you do think of when you think of an elegant woman, notice how she would be eating, how her dinner plate would look, how much would she be having, when would she be enjoying those different things, and what kinds of foods, what quality of foods would she be eating. This is the way to naturally reduce all of the excess energy that you're ingesting just to an optimal level. Have a beautiful relationship with food where you're just enjoying the experience and easily and effectively maintaining that authentic version of you. As long as you constantly are tuning into your body and checking in, this is truly the way to lose the weight, excess energy, and maintain it. That's what I've done. That's what I teach all of the ladies in my Elegant Art to Feminine Confidence program. And that's what you can do easily and elegantly too. If all of these teachings made sense to you and they really hit you here, like, you know what, that's the kind of woman I want to be. That's the lifestyle I want to have. That's the relationship with food I want to have. And these are the kinds of perspectives I want to have in my life. Then please do subscribe to this channel and hit the like on this button so that more women can find these kinds of videos. I really like to break down complex things that are hindering us women in our lives and bringing us back to the feminine way of doing things so that we can be the best, highest version of ourselves in this lifetime. Make it an elegant week, ladies, and I will see you next time.